Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite some time, but I also don't mind Halo eating in the corner. But one of my main resolutions for this year was to get back to doing this, because it's something that I love and it brings me a lot of joy, and I know a lot of other people like it too. So yeah, that's our intro. My main dedication this year is to get back to consistently putting time into this. And I think to start, what better way than letting a bunch of online quizzes decide who I'm going to be for the year. So we have a Spongebob quiz, a quiz that's going to tell us if we're a mermaid, vampire, fairy, or witch, and then whether or not we're a superhero, sidekick, supervillain, or anti-hero. And I'm going to base the entirety of 2025 off that. At least for the duration of this video. So, yeah. Let's start with the Spongebob quiz. There's going to be a ton of ads, though, by the way. Like, this website is riddled with ads. It's probably a virus in itself, but that's fine. What is your ideal weekend activity? Oh, there's our first ad. Okay. Relaxing at home, going on an adventure, practicing a hobby, hanging out with friends, making money, or none of these. Now, here's the thing. Do I want to take this seriously so I can actually find out which SpongeBob character I am? Because I'm dying to know. Probably relaxing at home. That sounds like fun to me. How would your friends describe you? Oh my goodness gracious. So many ads, it's crazy. How would your friends describe you? Loyal? Hardworking? Why is none of these in the middle? Grumpy? Ambitious? Honestly, not to toot my own horn here or nothing. Sorry, I've been in and out of colds, so it's a little bit raspier than I wanted it. Probably funny. I like to think that a lot of people call me funny on a regular basis. How do you handle stress? I cry and throw up. Find a solution, take a nap, laugh it off, complain about it, think about the cost. The cost. Honestly, I don't nap. So the rest of them, but if I were to say one, I'd probably think about the cost a lot. Like, nothing but stress to overstress me more. Pick an underwater activity. Play the kazoo. Explore coral reefs. Hiding in a cave. That sounds terrifying. Playing with bubbles. Riding ocean currents. Relaxing in a seaweed bed. Hiding in a cave is the scariest thing, especially an underwater cave. I think exploring a coral reef would be cool. There's a lot of really cool colors. Yeah. What's your favorite type of food? I tried these really cool, yummy, they were kind of like pizza rolls, but they were tacos earlier, and those were really good. Whatever's available, none of these, a kelp shake, something healthy, sweets, fast food, or gourmet cuisine. Probably fast food. I like fast food. I wouldn't say whatever's available. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily picky, but like, yeah. Kelp shakes aren't healthy. They made everybody green. We'll say fast food, because you really can't go wrong with like a burger. What sea creature do you relate to the most? Shark. That one specifically. The Happy Days shark. Dolphin. Starfish. Turtle. And octopus. I don't know. I don't want to say none of these, but I want to go with the Happy Days shark, but I am nothing like a shark. I wouldn't say I'm anything like a dolphin. Dolphins are kind of terrible. Starfish just kind of like chill and eat. Yeah, I'll say starfish. I spend a lot of time stuck to the side of a fish tank. Take that as you will. I didn't even read the question. What's your biggest fear? The ocean. Ironically. Being alone? Wow. Lack of freedom. Losing money. Being judged. And failure. Honestly, this is going to sound terrible. Failure doesn't really scare me that much. I mean, it's sad. Like, nobody wants to fail, but I wouldn't say it scares me. I think being judged. I think, ironically, doing something like this, I think about how people are going to perceive me through my actions constantly. So I think that's fair. That goes hand in hand with the little stress question. Which pet would you prefer? It's so annoying that every single time I have to do that. Exotic animal? Yeah. Dog. Fish. Cat. I'm a big cat guy. I love cats. How long is this quiz? How do you approach tasks? Oh, difficult tasks. A sneaky way? Optimism. Head on. Complain but do it. Avoid them. That's a hard one. I would say I generally try to be optimistic. Even if it, like, pisses me off at first for some reason, whatever it is that I have to do, I do generally try to find ways to stay optimistic because it makes it a lot easier on not only you, but if it's like a group thing, everybody else. What's your favorite type of music? Kelpie G. Pop, no preference, none of these. Rock, jazz, classical. A little known fact, at least on here, I do really like classical music. There's something about it that's so intense in a very unique way, and I do really, really like it. But overall, I really have no preference. I mean, if I'm just like cleaning my house and listening to music, it could go from like country to rap to classical. Like, no preference. I will legitimately listen to anything. What's your dream job? I want to be a YouTuber. Chef? No. I work in a kitchen now. I don't think I can handle the role of chef. None of these. None, just relax. Scientist. Business owner. Artist. I don't think I would want to run a business. Only because, not to get real here, but although you don't have to be strict, you do have to have a level of, what's the word? A level of strict so that people don't just like do whatever they want. And I would feel bad knowing that there's a more consistent chance of me making people upset, if that makes sense. Science. I used to want to be a physicist. That went nowhere. Man. We'll say artist, in a sense. Not like paint and stuff, but I do like music. I just don't do anything with it anymore. How do you express creativity? Was this just the artist picture? Cooking. I do like to cook. I don't. Through art, yeah, through business, through inventions. Art. I would say like music, content creation, videos, shorts, impressions. It's all art. What kind of TV show do you enjoy the most? Reality, drama, comedy, documentary. None of these thrillers. Documentaries. I've been watching a lot of true crime stuff lately. I don't even know how it started. I just like came across one on HBO, and it was, what is it? It's this something, I don't even remember what it's called. But, oh, Hometown. I don't know if I can say the second one on YouTube, but yeah, it's crazy. I just kind of started now. It won't stop. How do you feel about hard work? I tolerate it. It's necessary. I avoid it. I manipulate it. I love it. I think it's necessary. No matter what field you're in, what you do, hard work is inevitable. At some point or another. How would you spend a surprise day off? I don't even know what a surprise day off is. Plotting schemes. Practicing a skill. Counting money. Sleeping. Exploring. None of these. I would say maybe practicing a skill. Because I've picked up the guitar again. I've been doing that a lot on my downtime. What motivates you the most? Money. No, I'm just kidding. It's not money. It's the first option. Comfort, personal growth, friends and family. I think friends and family. Because I do have quite a few supportive people in my life. Like, no matter what it is in the moment that I feel like I want to try to do and achieve, most people in my life are immediately like, yeah, you got this. And that's a really good feeling. How do you feel about rules? $10 says the first one says they're meant to be broken. Oh, I was close. They're necessary, they're flexible, they're important. No, it was on the bottom, but it was in there. I would say they're necessary. You can't have a ruleless, there's gotta be rules. What's your ideal vacation? Never really thought about that. City, not a chance. Mountains, maybe. Cruise, not a chance. No beach. I like staycation. I actually was on vacation recently, and I just kind of stayed at my house for 4 days. I was very happy the whole time. I just kind of door dashed and laid down on my couch watching my true crime and eating fast food for 4 days, and I was a very happy person. Mountains. I would like to explore mountains. I think that'd be cool. How do you celebrate your achievements? Buy something nice. Share on social media. None of these. Plan the next goal. Party with friends. Reflect quietly. Actually, I wouldn't say party with friends, but I like to, when things go well, I like to express that. But I don't really party anymore. I would say maybe buy some, no. I don't really use social media. I feel like immediately planning the next goal would just stress me out and I'd lose all hype of what I just accomplished. We'll say none of these, because none of them really are how I react. How many questions? What do you value the most in a friendship? Someone who will make me food. Honesty. Oh yeah, that's pretty important. Shared goals. I feel like, is it a friendship? I feel like for a friendship you don't need shared goals. If you have them, that's great, but I don't think it's necessary. Fun times, loyalty, support, none of these. I think honesty is really important, but it's also fun times. Like, I try my best to get along with a lot of people, and, we'll say honesty. What's your favorite time of day? Night. Morning. Night. Evening. All day. After. I think I'm going to say morning. Especially lately. I've been waking up at generally between like 5 and 6:30, in those first couple hours in the morning, even when I have to work. Well, not when I have to be in at like 6, but even if I have to work later in the day, the morning is a very calm time. I kind of just lay in my bed, sometimes have a cup of coffee, and just kind of scroll for a while, and it feels like there's nothing that needs to be done or expected, and it's very nice. Morning. Final question. What's your go-to mode of transport? Walk. Not going anywhere. Walk. Oh. Did they just... That's all, folks. Before we reveal your results... Skip to the results. I'm not signing. Squidward. Your Squidward tentacles. Squidward testicle. You have a refined taste and a deep appreciation of the arts, often finding solace in your creative pursuits. Although you can be a bit grumpy, it's only because you have high standards and expect a lot from yourself and others. Deep down, you care about your friends and seek a peaceful, fulfilling life. I would say that's fairly accurate. I wouldn't say I'm a very grumpy person. I expect more from others than I do myself, and I don't mean that in like a you have to be better, but I mean like with those around me, if they're actively striving for something, I want them to achieve it, especially if I know that they can achieve it. For me, I'm just kind of like, I'll get there when I get there, which is probably not the way it should be, but, Unfortunately, though, I am going to break this up into 3 parts because this is way longer than I expected. But I did have a lot of fun. So, here's part 1. And we are Squidward. So, part 2 will be up tomorrow. And then depending on how long part 2 takes, part 3 will be up whatever the following day is. I work the next 9 days in a row. But on my next day off, I think we're going to do a live stream. We might even do one before then, depending on what hours I work. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. And, yeah, that's it. Hey, welcome to 2025. It's a new year. It's new chef, baby.